Okay, so you have your idea?
I think.
Like, for the one that designed weapons, would you have just been in a room testing things, or would they have been like, oh, go out in the field and kill monsters with a new weapon, and you would have been like, okay, sure.
Are you kidding me?
What?
I didn't have to watch that scene again. Okay, the main task is to plant data probes. I will not be joining Pathfinders. Interceptors, protect the people.
Defeating enemies, completing missions.
Planting data probes, discovering locations. Okay, I don't like that. Harriets, defeating tyrants, defeating enemies. Interceptors, I like better than Harriets right now. Reclaimers, retrieve right.
Wait, I thought Pathfinders planted probes. What?
Oh, I guess these guys do too.
Are all the jobs pretty much the same? You just go out and kill things? You're just doing different things while you go out and kill them?
Yeah. Curators, obtain collectibles and
defeating tyrants. Oh, okay.
Curator also sounds kind of cool. I'm between Curator and an Interceptor. Prospector, mining resources, discovering locations. Outfitters, level up arms manufacturers, earn R&D points. So basically, make money, do something useful.
Oh, wait, leveling up? Does that mean you just go outside until your weapons like get stronger? What?
Maybe. Completing missions, training scouted blades. Oh, training scouted blades also sounds cool. That probably means I'd be able to recruit more members, yeah?
I wonder if that means that Alma's a mediator.
Interceptor or Curator?
I don't care. Like, at all. They all sound like, you know, they're just saying the same thing. Go out and kill monsters, only you find different things or do different things while you're doing it.
Interceptors. Yeah.
Then it's settled?
Yeah, I guess.
I've had to confirm like 4 times.
God, that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a blade.
Okay.
Congrats, and welcome. I know you're
Is that girl a blade?
They all seem to think you're a really special guy. Jeez, why? I am so bothered by this.
Job. Let's get down to brass tacks.
It just feels like there's gonna be a really stupid, convoluted reason later why they think you're so great.
Then, nothing.
Before you were frozen, you were actually the greatest Colosseum fighter in all of Rome.
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them.
I'ma steal it. I'ma kill them and steal their skull.
Or at least run away.
Wait, who are you killing?
We're on it.
Oh no, I'm rescuing people. They went to do a thing and then they went missing.
Of course. Let's move out.
Do not just run around outside and grind. This is very important. And it's like,
Wow, many objectives in this.
Wait.
Head to the Pathfinder's last
This is
known
chapter
location.
3. And it's a story mission. Does that mean that you get this mission regardless, or does...
Because the only one that said gets missions is the one I chose.
Well... What if you switched jobs? Would you go back to chapter 3? Or would you, like, after you beat this, would you go to chapter, like, 4 for that path? I have a lot of questions.
I don't know. What I do know, though, is that I want to try to buy things now that I'm a registered blade. That's some jazzy
Register
music.
sex offender.
I've registered! Now I can buy things! Also, it'll tell people in my area when I move nearby them!
So, did you want to discuss your dumb Fire Emblem stuff? I
Oh,
say it's
sure.
dumb because it's fucking dumb.
Okay, so Awakening. Probably my favorite Fire Emblem game.
Well, it's like the greatest one ever made.
3 of the... Okay, so first, I'm assuming people know there will be spoilers. It's an older game at
Well,
this point.
Fates isn't.
True, but there is a newer Fire Emblem out than that. I'm just assuming. Okay, if you don't want spoilers, it's not really.
It's
even
not
spoilers.
really spoilers because it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay, well, it's kind of spoilers for Awakening
No,
because
it's
of the whole
not.
children thing.
Everybody fucking. Oh, wait, I
so-
get that. Okay.
So, no spoilers for Fates, but there will be spoilers, kind of, for Awakening.
There's kind of
So-
spoilers. I don't fucking know. This is stupid.
So, you find out in Awakening, Lucina, or Marth, as she was going by, is Crumb's daughter, and that whenever two people, like, love each other and have kids, they have kids, and then they come from... Okay, so the future is like, the future went bad. This
Yeah.
evil dragon demon man, like, ruined everything, and all of the parent characters are dead, except for, like, a few.
Oh wow, that just like changed.
And there are children characters that are children of your different units that are defending everything. However, they do not want the world, your timeline, to end up like their timeline did. So somehow they time travel.
Oh, they trunks it.
They
They trunks.
They love time travel to help everybody in that future. That past, I guess.
We've been spotted.
Screw off, young Rex. But okay, so then they come back to prevent it. First it's Lucina, then as other characters begin to love each other, they have kids and such. One of the main characters, Liza, has a son named Owain. Goes by Owain Dark. Then another character, Cordelia, has a daughter named Severa. Then... Oh, who else? Oh, okay. Then Olivia has a son named Inigo.
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
And basically, the children still happen in their universe. So even though Lucina comes back from the future, that's that timeline's Lucina. So there's still a baby Lucina. So in one
Kind of like
timeline,
how there's
there's
Future
two
Trunks
Lucinas. Yes.
and
if you've seen Dragon Ball, this will kind of make sense.
yeah,
to you.
Future Trunks, and you might want to kill things as you go along because things are getting progressively stronger the further out you go.
It was fine. But
Future Trunks, Kid Trunks.
But
Or
that's
Mira
how that
Trunks.
works. So after everything
Infinite
is
Trunks.
saved and you beat the game, the characters are deciding what to do. And I don't think it really tells you in Awakening what all the characters decide to do. However, Fates does a thing that makes several theories sprout. So basically what happens is on the North side, there are three characters. Laszlo, who is Inigo from Awakening.
Yes.
Odin Dark, who is Owain Dark from Awakening. And Selena,
Just say the whole damn name.
who is Severa from Fire Emblem Awakening. And it's not... what I thought at first was that, this is just a fun little Easter egg. Can I kill this? Oh, this level 11. I was like, that's just a cool little thing that they decided to add in.
Kill its
No.
children.
They are actually the same character. And it is...
Yeah, you just pissed off the level 11 smart guy.
I only shot her child!
Kill it and run!
Like, seriously, okay.
Don't forgive us.
Assault hammer.
But yeah. I'm trying to regroup my thoughts. So basically...
You thought they were just a reference, like
Yeah.
an homage to him, being like, oh hey, it's just like this character.
However, that is not the case. They are the same characters, and...
I'm in trouble. Heal me. Shadow strike.
Okay, well that's great. But okay. So, okay. Recuperate. So, they are the same characters,
Yes.
but, like, that is confirmed through their support conversations. Severa says things to the main character about how you're her third best friend because there are two other people much more important to her because of secret reasons. Then in Laszlo and Selena's like super support conversations. Like through all of them, you learn that they knew each other back from a different homeworld that they cannot go back to yet because, well, they can't go back to really ever because they don't really have a place in it, but they'll visit occasionally. That being Awakening.
Yeah, do they just have like a teleporter somewhere in a basement?
I guess, but the theory is that after Awakening ends, they don't want there to be two of them because that just wouldn't make sense in the timeline. So what happens is they all split off.
I want to kill the level 6s to get some EXP.
They all split off.
Not that, but the level 6s. Nope, you're fighting it.
They all split off into different places. Like, they all get separated and go to different universes or whatever. Universes, timelines, whatever. But then, it's weird because I'm trying to think and play this at the same time. It's very hard on me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't have brought up like the convoluted bullshit.
Okay, but the way it works, they left. Then they found their way to, like... Did that guy just get tall?
Did you want to do some damage, maybe?
Oh, I gotta switch weapon. Oh. But yeah. I'm gonna talk about this as soon as I'm done fighting this butthole.
There's also characters from Awakening that apparently reincarnate into the
but
Fates universe.
That's from Birthright, not...
You should probably run.
We got it.
Dude.
We don't got it.
No, you don't. You idiot. You are bad at planning.
But, okay. I think Len's just permanently dead. Oh, I know.
All right then.
Welcome back! Okay. So the theory is, after Awakening ends, since there cannot be more than one of them in the universe or else things would be weird, that the characters split off into different universes, and I guess they can't really control which ones they go to, which is why they all end up in different places rather than all going to the same one.
And Lucina becomes an amiibo.
And the amiibo
Young Rex
supports-
is gonna kill you, by the way.
The amiibo supports. Apparently Lucina talks to them like she's familiar with them, she knows them. And also, I forget which support conversations it's between, but some of those characters actually refer to them to each other in their Awakening names. So that's neat. And then
You're going in the wrong direction, by the way.
Oh, basically the theory is, Awakening ends. They all get split off into different universes. They can't control it, so they all end up in different places. Laszlo, Odin, and Selena all end up in Fates and then go by those names. Meanwhile, everyone else is in different places. Some of them die and reincarnate, and that goes into Birthright. I'll talk about that later. But, so...
Well, it's the adult characters that reincarnate.
Yeah.
So it could be that they are the people from the children's time reincarnated.
Oh, true. That would
Because
be
they
why
all
they're-
die from, they all die from Grima.
Yeah, okay.
Did you not think about that?
No, I was...
You were going in the wrong direction.
Oh, I keep forgetting to look. Okay. Well, that's because I can't go in this direction.
Hey. Can't or won't.
But, okay. So, give me a second, I gotta fucking go up this mountain. That
Oh
was-
wow, it's mountain climbing just like in Breath of the Wild, the greatest game ever made.
Okay, but, so they all get split off into different places, and those are the same characters from Awakening.
Go
And
around
you
to
can
the
figure
left
that
and see
out
if you can climb
only
up.
From subtle hints and such.
Or when they flat out say it when you do the one free DLC mission where you meet Crom, Frederick, and Alyssa.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's Uncle Crom, my father. Well, not my father, Uncle Crom, and it's my mother, and it's, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't think they said any of that.
Inigo says about how he should, like, be friends with his mom or something, and then, like...
Oh, like...
Oh, yeah, Owain's like, oh, it's mother. Oh, it's Uncle Crom. Wow.
Wait, they said that in the Before Awakening thing?
Yeah, they totally
Oh, so
They
like,
totally
like
do.
if you bring them along?
Yeah. No, there's like the talk option if you bring those guys along with certain characters in the Before Awakening. Have you never done this?
No, I did not bring any of them ever.
Why not? Did you think it would break the space-time continuum?
No, I just didn't realize the whole thing until, like, yeah.
Then you were like, oh my gosh. Why can't they get stranded in more convenient places?
But yeah, so they all end up there. Everybody else is in different places. I guess it's not that convoluted of a theory. It's just kind of like, why did you have to do this? Because it's just kind of weird to think, oh, these characters I'm playing as, they are the same people as playing with an Awakening. Which...
They don't really explain. At least I've never seen any explanation, and I played through all three, versions of Fates.
I'm about to start Revelations. I've played
I
through
mean,
Birthright and
I-
Conquest.
You played through most of Conquest.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it's just...
that's what I'm about.
Wow, you fucked that up.
I don't know where to go.
Playing through this game might have been a horrible idea, and you might want to feel bad.
I can't get up. Help! I need a life alert!
We could always switch to another RPG that we can actually progress in. Wouldn't that be fun?
But, okay, whatever.
Keep
That's
on
the
talking.
theory that they're all like the people. That took a really long time to explain. It shouldn't have taken that long, but I've been trying to do this.
You've been trying to hop up mountains.
But
Is this fun? I don't know. Oh, there's like a path up into the mountains there, I think? To your left. To behind you now. You see how it's kind of meandering up? Or is that just... No, that's just into the fucking clearing.
but okay. That's weird, and then I guess those characters, the ones in Birthright, are reincarnations, and even Tharja directly talks to the My Unit about it in the supports.
Corin. Just call him Corin. Him, her, Corin.
Okay, Corin. Or Kamui! Can I take
Kamui.
this?
Yes.
I cannot. But yeah, she like says, oh, you're like a reincarnation of Robin, I'm like a reincarnation of Tharja. Ain't it so romantic that we can be together once again?
Wait, did she actually say those names or something?
No, she's like...
It's just
she's-
heavily implied?
She says about being reincarnations of him, the one that she like super loved and was obsessed with, and that's part of the reason why she loves.
You
it
know,
and
I
stuff with
get
you.
that kind of works because it's the, Avatar character, but at the same
Yeah.
time, Corin is, Robin's brilliant and Corin is fucking stupid.
I'm gonna try something. I cannot jump on his tail.
You should
But
shoot it.
no!
Yeah.
Do you see how big these things are? They're like freaking. No, these are the guys who I wanted to shoot last time, and you're like, no, they're so cute. Do you see that giant like snake water guy? Oh, I think he's flying. Do you see that? The guy with the glowing head?
You should go and say hello.
Oh, there's a smaller one. Why is that guy so freaking massive?
Go into a big old
Holy
boy.
crap!
Big old boy.
Oh, okay. And then there's just that guy.
The sailboat, yes, of course.
The guy the size of the freaking our entire city.
Did you have any thoughts, or do you just want to say that it was convoluted? Because, like, before when we discussed this, we were, like, for a half hour being like, so maybe they came from another universe. Or maybe they're from, like, this universe. Or
Well,
maybe they're reincarnation.
They're from Awakening. The thing I don't get, though, I guess it's just because it would be really hard to pull off. But, like, for example, if that Severa is supposed to be the same one from, like, say, Your Awakening one, or just Awakening in general. For example, I paired off Cordelia with Long Q, so she had brown hair for me, but in that game she has red hair. So it's not like a perfect illusion or whatever. So it's kind of like, who was the implied father there? Like Inigo, I don't know who the implied father is, because if it was going based off of just the mother's default hair color, he would be pink
Well,
instead of gray.
maybe They should have just put in Noir.
Noir?
Noir? Something like that. Isn't that Tharja's daughter?
Oh, yeah!
Because the implication there is that she is her own father.
What?
I cannot. I don't know if I can actually explain this.
She's her own father.
Yeah.
Freaking get up! He just landed and then he was like, I didn't land. There we go! It wasn't that hard!
It's a story that I don't know if I can actually tell you. Just know that it is a really weird fanfic that I think enough people have read that it's actually, I think, like an in-joke now.
But okay,
That Noir is her own father. You know what I'm talking about, people on the internet.
but it's like, okay, so it's who is the implied fathers? Olivia, they had like a 1 in 4 chance or something of getting it right. Is she one of, isn't it her and Crom who can only marry like very select
No,
people?
no, Olivia can marry like anyone for the most part. It's just Crom that can only marry 4 people.
Because I know I married Olivia to Crom.
So yeah, I don't fucking know. I mean, I don't know. It's
Frickin' how do you want me to do this? Okay, let's scout in that direction. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to get up on those mountains right there.
Are you sure? Maybe we were just looking at the map wrong.
Is there a way I can pull up the big map? Get away!
Well, even if there was, I don't think it's gonna show much because you're supposed to be discovering stuff.
Let me shoot that butthole real quick. Put your gun away. I'm gonna just shoot the big guy. If you're not gonna shoot the big guy, don't bother shooting at all.
Yeah, trying to actually do this, I mean, maybe we could try and do it with a walkthrough, but I don't know.
But yeah, it's just kind of weird, like, who are the implied parents and stuff. Oh, well, that would be my something if I was a Pegasus guy instead. That was my one option.
But yeah, I don't know. It's weird, and I don't know if it needed to be that weird.
Yeah, like, I would have liked it if they were just, like, they could have had those designs and everything, but don't actually be the same people. Like,
I don't know.
just
I
be
think
like
there's
a
ways they could have.
What the? No! What the? Why? Why?
I think there were ways that they could have done it. I just don't think that they managed to do it.
This is gonna be super effective, right? Flame grenade?
Oh yeah, this is definitely Pokemon, where fireworks against bug flowers.
Watch this.
Fire away!
Target in sight.
I don't know. I'm actually almost disappointed that we even brought up this, because my gosh, we got like a lot more heated with it when we talked about it the other night.
Shadow strike.
Are you trying to do like a hit and run?
No, I'm trying to figure out how to do my one move. I mean, it's probably just because I'm not able to think right now. I'm trying to do this, and it's really messing with my head, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. But it's like, who are the implied parents? Why?
And if they got married in Awakening, did they divorce their partner?
Yeah, like, because for me, I already paired off Inigo and Severa. So it's like, when they paired off, wow, that was close. So when I
Oh,
paired
Rain's
off
gonna kill
Laszlo
him.
and Selena again, it's.
You should have waited until you healed before running forward, young man.
It's like. Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's on this mount. Oh no, it's not quite that high. Just pretty high. Oh, I did it.
Yay! The
Uh,
cutscene.
Okay, now I can talk. Okay, oh, don't make me look at this. Okay, but yeah, it's just kind of like if they were already married, who are the implied parents? Did they divorce? What happened? Also, the other thing I was thinking,
It's not
Selena is very hostile towards Laszlo in the beginning.
Then they probably were
conversations.
Elite may know it.
Like, she's pretty hostile. She's like, oh, why do you ever flirt with people? You're never serious, you can't do anything right. And it's like, so even if you didn't reach high support with her, even if Inigo and Severa did not get super high support, or even any support at all, you would still have a basic level of respect for each other after going through the whole Grima ordeal.
I'm picking up an
However, they seem to have she seems to have very little for him at all, and he seems surprised when she acts like super hostile towards him. Like, he does not know that she is generally like that.
trouble.
Oh, what if
Look at this. I'm picking up
they're each from different timelines?
No, because they
Well,
talk
think about it.
because
What if...
midway through the support it changes and they're all
What
like,
if they go through so much, they have messed up the time stream so much that they're different, from different timelines, and, like, in one timeline,
control.
Severa hated Inigo,
Wild animal.
and in another timeline they were super close, so the super hateful one comes up and is like, you a bitch, Inigo, and he's like, whoa, I thought we were cool! And he just doesn't understand with the about face, but it's because she is not the Severa he knew.
Let's not jump to
Did you think about that, Sam?
It's a big universe.
I don't think. I don't know. Because then, midway through, they talk like they know they're from the same one. They remember each other. Not somebody else. They remember each other. And they're talking like old friends, like they came here together.
They might.
Because they say, like, her, Odin, and him all came there together.
They probably...
Stay calm. You don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens, surrender now.
Well, if we say no?
You may have been right after all.
What if you just don't mess with time travel?
Stand
Yeah.
down. Did you already forget my first lesson? Fighting is a last resort.
Oh, I tried to pull out my weapon.
Which means
That I could have either been peaceful and negotiate, or I could have pulled out a weapon, and I chose to pull out a weapon. It's just like, yo, what did I just tell you?
and we're willing to negotiate. If you have any Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
No negotiations. No conditions.
What did I tell you? I told you to pull my weapon, and you were all like, screw you.
Aliens must die.
But yeah, it's a lot more complicated of a theory.
Fight.
It would be a lot nice. It would be nice to like be able to fully get into it. However, it's hard to fully.
Wouldn't it
get
be nice
past-
if they just explained what the hell they did?
Flame grenade! Start big!
Because it honestly just seems like they're like, oh, there's this neat idea, let's make it even more convoluted. I mean, the game, Fates is already really weird when you think about it, because they use like the fucking hyperbolic time chamber.
True. Like, why couldn't? I mean, I guess they couldn't do the whole time travel thing, so it wouldn't make sense in that scenario.
Well, I think it was more just they didn't want to like, well, it wouldn't make sense because then like the kids would come from the future and be like, yeah, you guys fucked up, and you'd be like, oh balls, or they'd be like, yeah, you won, and you'd be like, oh, well, we can take it easy then because we win.
I also like.
And I think they also probably didn't want to do the same gimmick over and over again, you know?
Yeah, I
Because it's
also
like time travel. Every time, time travel. Shoot him in the
also
butt.
really
Shoot him in the butt.
like those characters, and they're some of my favorites from their respective games.
Do you think this like kind of ruined them because
Like,
now
I
they're
really
just
liked Laszlo, Odin, and Selena in Conquest, and like, I can't imagine the games without them now. However, I do look forward to each Fire Emblem game, like finding new characters and all that, and recruiting them.
Well, it's all fun and games until they want all your money.
That's part of the reason why I didn't really like Birthright as much as Conquest, because in like, especially in Awakening and Conquest, a lot of the characters have like exaggerated personalities, and like they're each really unique. And a lot of the Hoshido ones just felt to me like, I tried really hard to make people love me, and it's like,
Yeah, I wonder.
great, you're a generic person.
You're a generic archetype. Yay.
And none of their designs like super stick out.
Well,
Ryoma's design is cool because he's all like, "I'm
part of the
so
problem might be it's a
samurai."
very, it's a Japanese game, and they're very Japanese characters, whereas before it was like a Japanese game where it's like, oh, they're medieval. And it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
It's an anime style paired with something that doesn't really, it's not
How do I
really...
raise my skill level?
I don't know.
Because it's saying
By fiddling with things. Go and save them.
I'm stealing treasure from probably them.
Let's search for treasure.
Am I good enough now?
No, you'll never be good enough.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, they've almost made me dread Fire Emblem.
Oh, because you're not a huge fan of Echoes. I know a lot of people like Echoes, though.
The problem with Echoes wasn't that. They were like, it's a $40 game. Here's a $60 collector's edition. I'm like, that's fucking, yeah, I love Fire Emblem. I'll get the collector's edition. And then they're like, here's the season pass for $45. It doesn't contain a lot of worthwhile content. It contains 2 pieces of worthwhile content. But pay us $45 for those 2 pieces and then get the rest of this crap.
What always confused me with, like, Nintendo games...
Mm-hmm.
So, Season Pass, I'm assuming comes from sports. If you buy a Season Pass, you can come to, like, all the games in that
I don't know
season.
who started it up. I kind of want to say it was, like, EA or one of those other bastards.
But yeah, like, okay, if it's football and you buy a Season Pass, you
Yeah,
can
that
go to,
means
like,
you
all
get
the
in,
games
yeah.
in the
That's
season.
pretty much that, yeah.
So,
you get
the
all
way
the stuff.
I always thought was, like, the way Season Pass worked was, because Season Pass don't last multiple seasons, they're one season, so I thought it would work, like, if I bought the Season Pass, I would, like, have to renew it at some point, like, after a year or
I get
so.
what you're saying. I think that's only if they would want to go for, like, super long.
Yeah.
Like...
So that's why I always,
like when what they
shied
did
away.
with the they didn't call them season passes, but that's more or less what they might have called them season passes for Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, there was a season pass.
Because like the season pass contained the first 3, then there was like the expanded content for whatchamacallit, the 3DS one, and they made that available, and then they made like 3 other downloadable content.
Yeah, and I know that there's like a season pass for Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah, I got it. I really wish I didn't, to be honest, because it feels like they're taking me for a ride on that one especially. I've, like, explained it, right?
Yeah, we can talk about that next episode, like, why, like, the
No, I can
Warriors
do it
games.
I can do it in, like, 5 minutes.
Okay.
For Fire Emblem, the reason why I feel like they're taking me for, like, a ride is... Ooh, what is that? Was, like, the first one, right? It gave me, like, 3 new maps, which is neat and all, and gave me, like, expanded content, but, like, the 3... You're mainly doing it for, like, the extra characters, right?
Yeah.
The 3 characters, for at least the first set, were Niles, Obero, and Azura. Obero and Niles were already in the game as enemies, which says to me that they were already programmed in, that the only reason you couldn't play it is because they didn't let you play as them. So that's kind of like paywalling to some degree in my mind.
And they also could have always done the thing where, like, Hyrule Warriors had the DLC pack for free where you got to play as the enemies. Like,
Well, I don't
DLC
really want to
again.
play as the enemies, but alright. Valadar maybe. That's about it, though.
Well, I just mean them because they were already programmed in the game.
Well,
so
yeah, I
it's
guess
not-
that's true.
I think that's why they did it, because it didn't cost, like, more, because they didn't have to, like, make the
But,
character
yeah.
models or attacks.
But then they said, like, for Azura, they, like, I'm pretty sure have gone on record saying that they were gonna put Azura in the game initially, but they already had so many Fates characters that they didn't want to, like, oversaturate, that's the word I'm looking for, yeah, and it's like, so what you're saying is that this could have been free, but since you thought that there were too many people in it already, you decided to just save it and then charge for it. And I don't like that at all. The other part is, like, some of the other characters, like, one of the people that they're going to put in for the Awakening pack is Tharja. And almost, like, pretty much all of the mage characters play exactly the same.
Yeah.
And so she'll probably play exactly the same, right? So it's pretty much like, oh, let's get a Tharja skin and a Tharja voice pack for Robin, and that's essentially what I'm paying for.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really like that either. like with the Hyrule Warriors, I thought it was like a great value because like every character played uniquely, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there might be like an exception I'm just not thinking of, but I recall like from what I remember, like every character in that was unique. It wasn't like I was playing as Toon Link, I'm like, oh, this is exactly like, you know, playing as regular Link, only shorter but a bit quicker. No, it was like Toon Link was his own man.
Yeah. Like, a lot of the characters I feel like play like that too. I have not played it too much. I mainly only played the magic characters, mainly Robin. But from what I've seen, like, all the sword characters seem to play.
Similarly, it depends on what they're molded after. Like, if they're like, you know, samurai type, like Lin and Ryoma, I think they play similar. Like, heavy, you know, like the heavier sword things, like Lucina.
Seriously, why do they have to put everything on a freaking hill and make it a puzzle just to get to the top?
Boy, if only you had a stamina meter that you could climb.
Like, freaking... I can't get up this. And, okay,
Walk around until you find something.
I've walked around this. It's like a circular ledge that I just have to get up, and I can't do it. It's so stupid. Like, you can let me know if you see a thing where you're like, see if you can jump up that, but...
Could you jump up there and then jump across?
I don't know how to get up there. It's on a mountain!
Would you...
Wait, is this... Can I walk up this? Is this slope enough?
Nope. No, it isn't.
Well, that's
But yeah,
freaking
I
great.
don't know. Is there anything else I need to say about this topic?
No,
Maybe.
well,
Oh, wait.
also-
About just Fire Emblem in general. It bothered me that they were doing like a season pass for,
Oh,
you know.
Did you hear that? I think
Yeah.
I got like a message on.
You
I
got
don't think
like
the video.
but yeah,
went out.
you got like a season pass for $45 for a $40 game, and from what I could tell, there was like a prologue one, and then like one other one might have been like a paralogue or something else that was
Yeah.
you know like oh this pertains to the story. The rest of it like it was like oh upgrade your characters again and do like a third level, like a third tier or something like that. Oh do this and that, and it was like it sounded like pay to win.
Yeah, kind of like how.
And it was just like, it pretty much shit the bed for me, okay? Oh, well, excellent. It was like, I was all excited about this game, and then they're like, hey, give us $45 more to access everything, and I was just not happy, okay? I was not happy. I felt like it ruined it, you know, like asking, when I already, like I said, I had already paid $60 because I love Fire Emblem enough that I wanted like this, you know, like to support it and get like the bonus stuff. And then them asking for $45 on top of that just struck me as pretty shitty. I don't think you can win this. Lynn's already dying.
Well, I can't get around these guys.
I think you should have leveled up on some of the stuff that were down the hill a bit and then come up here.
Can I activate this cutscene? I cannot activate the cutscene while I'm in a battle.
Shadow strike.
Point is, Fire Emblem was dying, like, you know, a few games ago. It survived, and now they just seem to be, like, you know, plugging it for money.
Side slash.
I won't fault the mobile game, because one, I haven't played that, and two, it's like a free-to-play where, you know, you do it, or you can just skip it, you know, like, you can just play it without the bonus shit. Right? Because you played it, right?
A little bit.
But it's doable without, like, you know, plinking down money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think that's all that bad.
Use an aura. Get control to battle.
Them keeping story content really bugs me. Plus, my gosh, the game played so weird when I did play it.
You're pulling my earbud out.
I don't care. Are we done?
Probably until. Actually, no, not quite.
What?
We saw a few more minutes.
Dude, you don't need to, like, do it down to the wire.
The other thing I don't like about Fire Emblem Warriors, so this is just a really small thing, but in Hyrule Warriors, depending on the stage you were playing and depending on like what it was themed around, you would fight different guys. Like it would be mini blends, it would be stall childs, it would be Gorons.
Yeah, I get
They were all
that.
the basic like small enemies and they all did the same thing. However, just that small bit of extra, like, attention to detail.
Oh yeah, they were really generic.
Like, with this, everyone is just, like...
Yeah, I've said before about how there was, like, I think I realized it when I was fighting an Oni Chieftain, because I'm like, oh man, they put, like, the Oni Chieftain, that'll be, like, the Hoshido one, right? And then it just looked like the same basic warrior, like, the same axe fighter, like, that I've been fighting all along. And it was like, oh, well...
And that's especially, like, Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, they did a fantastic...
more with their little characters than Fire Emblem did with some of the, like, medium characters, I guess?
Yeah, well, just in general, I'd say with their characters, given how many play, like, exactly the same. I mean, I don't know. I think to, like, some degree, part of that might be, like, they fit the weapon triangle and a bunch of other just dumb little things in the game.
Well...
to, like, pertain to Fire Emblem, and I think since they put resources into that, maybe they just, you know, maybe that detracted from how much they could do with, like, the basic enemies. Where the hell are you going?
I don't know. I finally got up there, now I'm lost.
Well, you were going back that way, and then you're just like, oh, never mind.
I couldn't make it.
Do you want to do more of this? Or do you want to find a different RPG? Because I got RPGs for days, boy.
It's freaking, I'm trying to get places, and instead of making... Okay, it's cool that there's mountains and stuff, but not everything needs to be a freaking mountain. And you don't need to place everything exactly on a mountain. And holy crap, that's a big freaking guy.
Is that a...
I think that's a guy.
No, I think that's just like a weird-ass cliff.
I was thinking about beating up that, like... rabbit-looking thing, but it was too strong.
Well, you could do that, and then it respawn you back to where you died. Well, where you were close to the thing again. But yeah, why don't we call it quits here, and we'll discuss on whether, yeah, this is...
I'm on the first actual mission!
You're on Chapter 3.
But those were, like, introduction! I just got started, and now it's all like, I can't do it.
But yeah, we will return with either this or a different game of sorts.
Look
forward to it.
Episode 5!
Not everything needs to be, like, a bajillion-ty episodes.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Xenoblade Chronicles X. This does mark the end of the series, however, next week we'll have a new RPG started. So be sure to look forward to that and tune in.